One moment. I have to eject the disc. I don't think this will close the game. I have to put the disc back in. My Modern Warfare isn't working, so I have to like re-download it. Okay. I gotta check my downloads. What do you mean can't install? We're installing right now. I'm guessing that that's all the okay. We'll have to go to custom use, but I'm gonna show you. Since my Modern Warfare isn't working, I will show you every single weapon in this game. Because I don't have the E tool, that's the only thing I don't have. And I know that that's the best melee. And I'm mad that I don't have it. But I can deal with it. Alright. I'm just gonna make one class. Okay, I got time. I'm gonna make the best setup for you. 5 milliwatt. And I'm always gonna have a gunfighter. Personally, I hate the thermals in this game. Alright. Change map. I actually like a different map when I'm doing this. Checkmate. It's a really fun map. Free for all. Game rules. Unlimited. Limited. I hate the save thing in this game, but I like that they have a... I'll go with 6 other bots. Bot settings. Recruit. Alright. First gun is the XM4. And then I'll just have like the R1 Shadowhunter, which I just unlocked. And it's stim, since we're gonna be in normal. Semtex. That and perfect. Alright. Ready to I have to read down Modern Warfare, which is very annoying. But I don't actually think it's gonna take that long. It's 25 minutes left. Alright. XM4. I'm done sight speed with best attachments, pretty good. In Warzone, it's decent. That's what I'm gonna do with Modern Warfare. I'm gonna talk about how good they are in Warzone. So I've gone through every single gun in Warzone before. It's time to kill decent.
Target removed.
It's a good AR. Of course, I don't have a sight on it.
Threat clear.
No, I have a PS5, right? So I have the weird like controllers. Alright. So I'm gonna show for the AK. Next, AK-47. I have the Iron Curtain. I don't get why everyone likes suppressors. 60% damage, underbarrel, Spetsnaz speed grip, fisher gun fast mag, Grew elastic wrap. This body, I always like this because it gives max hipfire accuracy. And then, since I actually got room for it, I'm going to do Silk's Hollow Scout.
Semtex.
And that sight speed decent. I love the time to kill with the AK. The AK in multiplayer has always been a very just balanced gun. Now in Warzone, no matter what, it's not very good. Recoil, it's actually not too bad recoil. And its time to kill is insane. It's so good. Okay, I'm just not good with his recoil.
Confirmado. He's done.
I love this thing. It's so fun with Gung Ho. Because it has the best hipfire accuracy in the game. It goes literally where you shoot it. Look over it, pick it back up. Okay, that was smart. Next the Krig 6. Pretty good in Warzone, actually. Not gonna lie. I will be strong.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
This is a very good Krig 6. The Krig 6 is pretty good in Warzone too. All you need in Warzone is a 3 times instead of a 4. Reload good, recoil good. People of course always talk about, oh yeah, the M4, the M4 of Warzone, of Cold War. No. If anything, the Krig 6 is the... If that's the M4, then the Krig 6 is the Kilo.
War machine ready for use.
Which means it's better in Warzone. The XM4 is not, it has no damage range in Warzone. See, like, you could win, you could get some easy high kill games with this. Damage range is kinda bad.
Enemy spy plane inbound. Hostile spy plane detected. Hostile counter spy plane established above.
Well, I'm up here. Next is the QBZ. Really, I don't really know what to think about this. I'm just gonna go with Ember because I never use Ember, and overall it's actually pretty good.
Semtex arm.
QEZ iron sights are really good. It's a I don't really know. It's kind of like the Odin, I feel like. It's okay. Damage is really good. It's actually, this is actually like the look of it is the SA-87, but it's like an AR version.
Smoke checked.
Of course, the SA-87 was the AR of LMG. Then the whole Mr. Goodyear. All right. Next is like the best AR in Warzone. The FFAR. Overall, I get why
Enemy
everyone.
counter spy plane inbound.
I used it in Warzone, and of course it was in Plunder because I don't It's not that I hate normal Warzone, it's just I don't enjoy it as much.
Multiple enemy counter spy planes.
See, the damage range on this thing is pretty good. Of course, we're on checkmate, so range isn't really a problem. Okay, next, the FFAR. Best AR in Warzone. Super fast fire rate. Easy kills.
Neutralizado. Throwing grenade.
So this thing's damage range is
Enemy
very
destroyed.
Good. But making this like an SMG is exactly what you need. Can you put nose to dock on this? No, but you can put the QVD thing, which is the, like what the nose stock thing is. See, of course, these are recruit bots. Oh,
back removed.
Hostile counter spy plane
Next
established
is
above.
the Groza King submarine. So this thing is very good. Well, at least I really like this thing. It's a really fun gun to use in Warzone. It's actually pretty good in Warzone. I learned that recently. It has like a faster fire rate than most other guns, most other ARs. Its damage is a little like confusing sometimes. Sometimes you'll hit for a bunch of damage and then sometimes...
Prevented enemy resupply.
Well, that's the Groza. Here's the newest addition to the ARs and friends. I'm gonna put a Silk Hollow Scout because this is like the Grav. It's pretty much what I like to think of this gun. It's not like it's a bad gun,
Artillery targeting detected.
but it definitely
Enemy
like
spy plane inbound.
the
Multiple enemy spy plane contacts.
thing. Lots of damage. It's really good that, but maybe I'll just show you. Look at that recoil, and its damage is very good. Overall, I feel like this is probably the worst AR. In Warzone, it has decent damage, but I feel like the XM4 is the worst in Warzone. All right, next SMGs. MP5. Overall, the MP5 is just good.
Hostile counter spy plane established above.
I'm gonna mess it up.
Enemy cruise missile launch detected. Multiple enemy counter spy planes overhead.
MP5, overall, one of the best SMGs in multiplayer. Fast time to kill.
Prevented enemy resupply.
Artillery targeting detected.
Of course, overall.
Artillery inbound.
reload speed with mag or with any of the fast mags. Look at this time with that reload speed. Look at that. And its damage range is actually pretty good.
Smoke checked. Removed 5.
If you're running Nuketown, is one of the guns. If you're just trying to level up or anything like that, I suggest you use this. For that reason only.
Appears KIA.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
And hipfire actors
Threat
is
down.
kind of insane. You have gung ho. What that thing does, yeah. Okay, next SMG, the Milano. Overall,
Throwing grenade.
I'm gonna just show you one reason that I don't like this gun. But it's a pretty
Artillery
easy
targeting
fix to make this gun even better.
Net call. Incoming artillery.
Semtex on.
Okay, here's my least favorite part of this gun.
Enemy
It's
cruise
iron
missile
sights.
launch detected.
But it's time to kill. I feel like its damage range is just really good. Check the grenades with light. Look at that damage range. Slower fire rate. It's like an Uzi. Like a little different.
Enemy assault pack removed.
New assault pack. Overall, if you use this gun, you're okay.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
I'm gonna go till either I die or the assault pack is destroyed.
Plane inbound.
Confirming 2 kills. I'm down.
Alright, like I said, till I die. Like I said for you. Probably the best if you're going for high kill games. Best SMG. I just want to show you. Now, of course, the smart thing to do is probably go with the 50 round drum because but it's reload speed.
Artillery targeting detected.
So I'm gonna show you the best loadout if you're going for like higher kill games. Alright, good. You want good aim on sight speed, so I suggest you go with the drum. You're gonna have to leave time to reload it once in a while.
Serve the code.
Remember how to do a reload cancel. You reload, tap triangle twice. Tap your swap weapon twice. If it's your scroll wheel, okay, do that.
Enemy cruise missile launch detected.
Yeah, good thing for you. KSP, I feel like probably the worst one. Pretty sure it has like really good fire accuracy though. Yeah, and less deficient at. I will show you. KSP iron sights. I'm pretty sure they changed them a little bit, so they have that little knob on the left. Which overall doesn't really make them better. But close range, not too bad. It's the bursts. Like you can review it every single.
That guy removido.
Seriously.
Confirming 2 kills.
KSP. Alright. One of my favorites, the bullfrog. I love the iron sights on this thing.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
The iron sights on this thing. Love it. Okay. Look at those iron sights. This thing's actually pretty good in Warzone. You don't see a lot of people running it. Pretty good SMG in Warzone. Just so you know.
Hostile spy plane established
Alright,
overhead.
I don't have the LC-10. I forgot about that. Well, I never used the LC-10, but I know it's pretty good in
Multiple enemy
Warzone.
spy plane contacts.
I can give you some stuff about it. It's
Hostile
pretty good
counter
in
spy plane
Warzone.
established above.
It's not like a replacement for what this thing was. Here, I'll show you the best setup in Warzone. Looks like this. Like that. But best setup in multiplayer, you want that so you can get the max zero control. This thing got nerfed. I think it was just a little bit of damage per shot. It's still a really good SMG. I suggest running it if you want to be annoying and just
Military age smell.
I think they also nerfed the yeah, they nerfed the damage and
Net call. Incoming artillery.
But overall, still a good gun. LC-10, pretty good gun. Type 63. This thing, for all these, I'm gonna put the axle arms 3 times on it.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
This.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
I wanted to do this one last, because overall I don't super like the guns in this game. Like they're just kind of boring. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna show this thing at range, because that's really where it shines. It's like the DMR. It's good at range, but close range,
Artillery targeting
you will
detected.
probably die at close.
Net call. Incoming artillery.
It's right on top of me. Or on top of where I was. Look at that. Damage range. A bunch.
Five by.
Alright, next. The M16. I love this. For this one, I'm gonna just put the Total Scout because it's more of an AR than an attack rifle, but it's a burst. Okay, the M16. Really good in zombies, pretty good in Warzone, pretty good in multiplayer. It's really
Enemy
just
counter spy plane inbound.
overall even gun. You can
Throwing nade.
one burst somewhere.
Threat down.
Multiple enemy counter spy planes overhead.
Don't think it has to.
Semtex on.
What'll keep on using my grenade?
Tag them.
It's the M16. The AUG, dude, I love this thing's iron sights. Best iron sights in the game. Overall. Like the best iron sights. Okay, kill me. Look at this thing. Literally best iron sights. These are its iron sights. Can't take the thing off. This thing's really good in Warzone. I see so many people running it. A lot of course, in Warzone, a lot of people put the 3 times on it.
Enemy cruise missile launched detected.
Sighting in on cruise missile.
That's it for the AUG. I really don't like the time. DMR, old, best gun in Warzone.
Enemy cruise missile launch detected. Enemy spy plane inbound. The spy plane
You
established
can triple
above.
burst someone and go leg with the
Semtex
thing.
out.
Okay, DMR 14 used to be the best gun in Warzone. Still pretty good, but it's, with all its nerfs and making it kind of weirder. Now it's kind of like the Type 63. It's not that it's terrible in Warzone, but it's not like a gun you would run every day. He's the holder in Warzone. Actually, not that bad. Bruin's still really good. Stoner. This thing is very... Yes. Shoot me. Shoot me more. Actually, for this one, I'm gonna put Bruiser because... Well... Yes, shoot me.
Gas mine going down.
Can you shoot me?
Hostile spy
Hostile
plane
resupply in
established
progress.
overhead.
This thing, pretty good in Warzone. It's kind of like the
Enemy
Bruin
spy plane inbound.
PKM of Warzone. The RPD, I'll talk about that when we get to it. The RPD is a little different.
Let's call. Incoming artillery. Enemy spy plane contacts.
It's not that you don't want to use it, but it's probably one of the worst LMGs. If I had the motivation, I would level up every Cold War gun. But I'm guessing that at some point, with World War II Vanguard coming out, they're gonna add like some they might add all the World War II guns in,
Cruise missile inbound.
which I would not super like
Smoke check.
personally. I just don't know if I would like having so many guns in a Warzone that like. Because you know it's going to end up being exactly like Cold War, where the only guns on the ground are really OP Modern Warfare guns.
Hostile artillery
Semtex.
target detected. Artillery
Okay, RPD. He's like in multiplayer,
target detected.
not very good. Not very good in Warzone. You'd be surprised how many times I've died because this thing isn't good in Warzone. Like, you might think that the M60 is bad. It's slower fire rate.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
I'm not even gonna put any of that. I need to put Bruiser. I just wanted to get off the RPD and show you the M60, the worst gun, worst LMG in multiplayer. Not gonna lie though.
Enemy
It's-
deleted.
Kinda good at some points. Like its damage range is good.
Hostile counter spy plane established above.
Plus its iron sights are actually pretty good. Alright, next is snipers. I'm gonna go with the best thing in Warzone. Boom. Best loadout for the Pellington and Warzone. If I had the motivation, I would totally level the snipers up. They're very good in Warzone. But their aim down sight speed in this game is just bad.
Still have it.
They're using black scope, so that helps a little bit. So you only have to half scope in. Look, look. That guy way over there. That's a black scope. Black scoping is a very smart idea. Unless I hit him and then I die. I also don't have the ZRG. So there's 3 things I don't have. The LC-10, which I have to level up to get. The ZRG, which is pretty easy to get. All you have to do, play plunder, land at the top of the whatever it's called building in the good building, skyscraper in whatever the city is in Warzone, I forgot. And then just launch up from there, or from literally anywhere that's good with anything. Of course, you probably want to put the Ultra Zoom Custom, because you can get up to 20 times length.
Multiple enemy counter spy planes in your AO.
All the good attachments on this thing really just hurt. Look here, if I go magazine, I can go... Maybe you don't want.
Hostile artillery targeting active. Artillery inbound. Enemy spy
I'm not gonna
plane
lie though,
inbound.
the range of these snipers are really good. Like, they made these snipers that they're like super long range. That's something that I do like.
Multiple enemy spy plane contacts.
Tall. Okay. There. So, this one has the worst aim sight.
Semtex out.
Okay. Look at that. Now this is with a little bit of help from aim down sight time. Now of course there's a thing that 20%.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Of course this thing has ultra range. Not a lot of damage though. Like yes, its damage range is good.
Drop them.
It's not very good in Warzone. But that's every single bird. Up here I'll just... No, I'm gonna make a quick scoping Pellington. Tiger team, does that hurt? Nope. I think all of that hurts. Okay. And I have to make a good pellet of this. Okay, SOCOM Eliminator. Task Force. I'm actually gonna go with this.
Enemy cruise
Mag,
missile launch
fast
detected.
mag, this. And then I'm actually gonna make a dual wield. Each one I'm gonna make dual wield. Just so I can show. Now, of course, the aim and sight's time and like reload speed. But if you're in Warzone, you don't super want to use a normal pistol. Like, the main way to make a pistol good.
Confirmado.
So once my Warzone downloads, I'm gonna play some Warzone. And I'm gonna do a stream where I use unexpected
Enemy
guns
destroyed.
playing Plunder. By unexpected, I mean
Hostile counter spy plane
showing you
established
if
above.
certain guns are worth it or not. Look at the gun sights we get. Doesn't even one shot. That's why if you're ever doing anything like pretty much anything that
Enemy spy plane inbound.
anything that has to do with aim and sight speed, be in hardcore.
Smoke check. Appears KIA.
Alright, this is the Magnum. You might say, oh yeah, so when the thing first came out, I thought, dude, the Magnum is the best gun. I don't remember when Snake shot Magnum in
Hostile
the,
artillery targeting active.
what's it called, where the, like, was the
Artillery inbound.
best gun.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
Well, the Magnums are pretty bad unless you get the fast loader. And even then, they're pretty bad still. Because they're a two-shot. That's why you need dual wield. Because then you can easily kill them. Like the Magnum. Diamati.
Artillery targeting
So,
detected.
I actually have the Primal Hunter.
Artillery
That's because
inbound.
the Primal Hunter
Hostile artillery targeting active.
was the best.
Multiple enemy artillery inbound.
This
Enemy spy
5
plane
milliwatt
inbound.
and dual wield.
Semtex.
Alright, but this thing used to be the best thing in Warzone. Except for, imagine, instead of SOCOM Eliminator, I have Agency Suppressor. It actually gets rid of damage range, so I'm gonna actually test the best loadout in Warzone. And just show how annoying these things are. That noise, if you hear that noise, you know that you're with someone who's annoying. Especially if they have, like, Plague Diamond.
Destroyed.
Look at that. Of course, they've been nerfed. But, like, they've been nerfed in Warzone. That doesn't mean they're bad. You can use them in Warzone just fine.
Drop them.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
It's every pistol. Shotguns. Okay. Shotguns. So for shotguns, you want to look at this. This actually makes it better. Task Force. 5 milliwatt. 8-round tube. And the marathon pad. Of course, this helps with flinch resistance, but
Cruise missile inbound.
I'm gonna die anyway, so I'll see if you can. Alright. Best tower setup, right here. I have the Tower Max from Zombies,
Good effect.
which isn't which wasn't too hard. Really, my goal is to just use. When I actually played a lot of Zombies, that's when I got the Howler and the This is a pump action shotgun,
Enemy counter
but
spy
it's
plane
super
inbound.
powerful. So overall,
Enemy
you're probably
spy
gonna
plane
win
inbound.
fights if you use this shotgun.
Hostiles removed.
Of course, it's a little hard if you don't hit every pellet. Because you have to hit every pellet to one-shot people. I think it's funny how
You lose.
the like in sight time and like all that. Once you get close enough to actually hit someone,
Resupply.
it just. All right, but next is Gallo,
Artillery
Agency
target
choke.
detected.
Task Force Barrel, 5
Artillery
milliwatt,
inbound.
12, 2, and a marathon. Okay, you have to use the marathon thing or just any of those because otherwise you get this weird, like, things on the side of your Gallo that, like,
Enemy spy plane inbound.
gets rid of your vision. The Gallo. Best shotgun. Overall. Best shotgun. You can one-shot
She's
people.
not.
Ah. But you can go the semi-auto shotgun. It's a Gallo. Exactly what you expect from. Next is a fun one. The Street Sweeper. This one's actually kind of
Enemy
difficult.
counter spy plane inbound.
Semtex.
I don't remember what you have to do to get it, but whatever you have to do, it's worth it.
Multiple enemy counter spy planes in your AO.
It's auto. Its reload speed is really slow though. But it's pretty much worth it. Like, all you have to do is when you're reloading, reload
Cruise missile inbound.
like if you're in Warzone. I mean, Smgs has anything 18. Alright. Look. In Warzone, no, who would have thought the auto shotgun that can one
Special
shot
delivery.
with 18 bullets is pretty good.
Red clear.
That's all the shotguns. The launchers.
Semtex on.
I actually killed someone with that. The launchers. Okay, Sigma. That aim down sight speed. It's a launcher. What do you expect? But this one can lock on to things. Like it can lock on to targets. But that's it for the Sigma.
Neutralizado.
RPG-7 is definitely better for killing people. But if you're trying to, like, level up launchers, like, if you're trying to, get, like, the shoot things down, which is super difficult, the RPG-7. That's launchers. Melees. There are 5 melees. One of them I don't have.
Enemy assault back removed.
Boom. Knife. I'm just gonna get 1 kill and go to the next melee. My favorite melee. Because I love how fun it is.
overhead.
Wait, where's my knife go? Give me my knife back.
Slightly now.
Wait. My knife. My knife.
Incoming Semtex.
My knife. I got 2 kills with it. One thing, meleeing in this game is not very good. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Semtex.
My favorite, the sledgehammer. Not a very good melee. It's probably the worst melee. Definitely the most fun though. Just, here, I'll show you. Okay, if I can get a lock on, that'd be nice. Look at that, you just go whoop. I wish I could show it, but you just slam on the ground. Next is another one of my favorites, the Wakazashi. Come here.
Enemy spy plane inbound.
Okay, the Wakazashi. I think it's the second best melee. E-tool being in first. Boom, that's Wakazashi. E-tool, best melee. Machete, it might be the second worst, it might be the worst. I'm not 100% sure. It has the slowest hit. I think so. But it's actually pretty cool.
Cruise missile inbound.
Like if you're trying to do like a role play or something. It's actually not too bad. Special. M79. A grenade launcher with one shot. It was actually like the version of the grenade launcher. That was like the first grenade launcher ever. Or like a special. But overall,
Mate.
not too bad. Not a lot of ammo. I think I have 2 shots. Pretty good with gung ho though. Alright. Next, the final gun in the game. Because you can put optics on this thing. I do really want that. I don't get why you can't put like a 3 times optic. I guess they don't want people to have fun in Warzone. Best hipfire accuracy in the game. It goes in the middle. You can pick up your bullets. Overall, pretty good gun. That is every single gun in Warzone.
Water machine
But
going
I still have to show you a couple more. War Machine. Of course, all these are score streaks. So I guess you could say they don't count. Next, the Death Machine. With gung ho, you can run with this.
Enemy counter spy plane inbound.
And the final weapon, combat bow. Flaming bow. And with this, you can just hold it out, so you can, like, look, there's not a single person near me. You can also cancel with circle, but we don't want to do that. So yeah, see that person, get up close and personal, and boom.
Combat bow ready for use.
It has every single gun in Warzone. Thanks for watching.
Hostile spy plane established overhead.
I don't want to. Wait a minute. Okay. I know that like this is kind of like a bad time to do this, but I want to see. Are there any like
Hostile counter spy plane established above.
camera unavailable, overlay options, display chat, position?
Artillery targeting detected.
Oh, I can
Artillery
like
inbound.
mute and unmute the microphone. Hope to see you guys.